Pokemon Go has been out now for a couple of weeks, and how has the market reacted to this new Pokemon holiday set? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today, we are going to be taking a look at TCG Player, see what's been going on regarding Pokemon Go. Now the set has been out, maybe like 2 weeks or so now, and there's a ton of it around. There's absolute ton of it. I've been opening up a bunch of it myself, and we've been opening up a bunch of it over on the streams as well. And the pull rates seem to be pretty good. I mean, I've managed to pull 2 Alt Art Mewtwo's and 2 Radiant Charizards. However, there's some cards which have kind of been avoiding me, just like the V-Stars, Mewtwo's. They've been really tough, and the Rainbows, really hard to pull the Rainbows. So let's take a look and see how the market has reacted to the sealed product and the singles. Okay, so we're going to take a look first at the ETB itself. Now, this is probably the best product to pick up 2 crack packs. It just is, right? I kind of feel like you get 10 packs in there, you get the promo, you get all the accessories. It is a really good deal. Just like Shining Fates, this is a great product to pick up. However, the prices of this has been dropping over the past few weeks. Now, as you can see, the pre-order prices on this are a little bit over the top, okay? It was probably around $50 or so, $55 upon release. But it has been dropping ever since. I mean, it came out, the 1st of July? So yeah, we're looking around, $49, $50. And then it has dropped ever since. We go to 1 month, we get a better idea, okay? So coming into the pre-order season, it was around $50, and it's just dropped and kind of stabilizing at the moment. Do I see this dropping any more? Potentially. But again, it all depends on how many printings this set is going to have. If it goes the same way as Shining Fates, this is going to be reprinted into an absolute oblivion. Or is it going to be like Celebrations, where they only really brought out a massive wave to begin with and then kind of stopped? We're going to have to wait and see. Only time will tell. I kind of feel like we're going to get at least another wave of this further down the line. Maybe of the normal ETBs, but some of the other products like the collection boxes and stuff, probably not. It might be just the ETBs themselves. But I do think it's a really good price still right now. I mean, over here in the UK, they've been going for around £50 for an ETB, and I think that's a good deal. I think that's a really good deal, and I think this is a great little product to pick up. Probably the best one in the Pokemon Go range. I would say the Radiant Eevee is a very close second, but I do really rate this. I do feel like that this could be a good set to get for the long haul, but we have to wait and see, maybe a couple of months down the line, and see if there's any more printings for this, because that might affect the prices. Now, the thing is with the single cards, though, the single card prices have been kind of going up and down all over the show, across the board, as the pull rates of this set is a hit and miss. It really is a hit and miss. Like I said, I pulled some of the top end cards of the set. Some of the others have been really tough to find, and I've opened a decent amount of packs of it already. Let's go and look how the market is reacting to these bizarre pull rates. Okay, so first off, we have the big boy himself, the Mewtwo VStar. This is still the most expensive card in the set. However, it has dropped in price. Now, when it first came out, it was around $100, I believe, and it has just dropped ever since, and it is slowly going towards $60. Now, over here in the UK, I think like the first few days when the set came out, I was seeing it sold for £100, and now I think I'm seeing it sold for anywhere between £55 and £60. It has dropped nearly by 50%. And I don't think it's actually the hardest card to pull in the set. I actually don't think so. I mean, I've pulled 2, and that's incredible. One of the best lucks I've ever had opening any set. But I still kind of feel like that this probably still isn't the hardest card to get. And the only reason why I say this is because I've seen loads of people try and sell this card, right? But some of the other cards in the set, not many people trying to sell it or have sold it. That makes me to believe that some of those cards are a lot harder to get, whereas this one is quite easy compared to others. So we're going to have to wait and see, but this is still the most expensive card in the set. Will it stay the most expensive? Only time will tell. I kind of feel like because it is an art, as a rule, arts tend to have a little bit of higher ceiling than some of the other cards that you do get in the set, like a Rainbow V-Star or a Gold card. But we have to wait and see. This is an awesome artwork and an amazing card. I could probably see this dropping to as low as $50, in all honesty, before it then starts to trickle up. Once it's out of print, this card will just rise. It will. Mewtwo, very iconic. Everyone loves it. It's still an art. It's not, ridiculously easy to pull, but especially from a small set, we have to wait and see what happens. Next, we have the Mewtwo VStar Rainbow. Now, I find this incredibly hard to pull. I've rarely ever seen anyone have it. I haven't pulled it myself. We haven't pulled it on stream either. We have opened a ton of Pokemon Go. This is a gorgeous looking card, $52 right now, and with good reason. I mean, it's probably going to tick up, but I mean, it already has been ticking up. That's the crazy thing. You know, it kind of opened up around $40 to $44 and it's been slowly ticking up. I could see this potentially being on par with the Mewtwo Alt Art. And just like in Brilliant Stars, okay, you had the Rainbow Charizard V-Star. Absolutely stunning card. And then you had the Alt Art Charizard. And it started to see that the Rainbow Charizard V-Star, a lot of them were being sold. A lot more than the Alt Art. Seemed to be a lot of people were pulling it more. Now, that may not be the case. That's what it showed. And the market reacted to it. Market dropped the price of the Rainbow to around $100 or less now. And I kind of feel like that the Mewtwo Alt Art is going the same way in this set. I kind of feel like that's going to happen. We have to see. It's only been like 2 weeks. We're going to have to see what happens in the coming months, especially with reprints, see if this card will hold its value or will it overtake the Mewtwo or match it. Now already it is about what, just over $10 away from matching the Mewtwo, but I do feel like it could push its way up to roughly be the same or be the most expensive card in the set. Next up we have the Radiant Charizard. Now this is an amazing card. Charizard, iconic. Whenever there's a Charizard in the set, we know that set's going to be a home run. And this card is still quite tough to pull. I did pull 2. I think I was incredibly lucky. I do feel like the Venusaur was the hardest one to pull, for me anyway. But I do rate this card, and around $45 right now. It's a Charizard, guys. It's in the subset, so it's in a separate slot in the booster pack. It is kept steady. It was around $40 for the longest time, and it's going to creep up. I kind of feel like this card is probably going to get close to that Mewtwo Rainbow, even the Alt Art. I think down the line, this potentially could reach $50. Only time will tell. It depends how easy these are to pull. Like I said, I've already pulled 2. Seems kind of crazy, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have another Mewtwo as well, the Mewtwo Gold V-Star. Now, all of the Mewtwo's are incredibly good value. Really good value. And they are very, they are the chase cards of the set, right? Now, this card has been trickling up and down. So it's been kind of going up and down. Some of these cards have actually been going up and down in the set. And I think with good reason. This is quite tough to pull. Haven't pulled it yet. I do feel like that this is going to be another card, kind of like the Arceus Gold and Brilliant Stars. It'll be tough. It is going to be tough. A gold card is not easy to pull, and especially with a Mewtwo V-Star, and it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? It looks absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this card. It's one of my favorite cards of the set. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. But I'm trying to get a Master Set, so I am going to try and get this. $44 right now. Should I see it go up? It will dip, but I feel like it will return, and I think it'll be quite close. I think it'll be in the top 3. I even think it will overtake the Radiant Charizard in my opinion. But like I say, we have to wait and see. But this is a good card, and this is going to tick up in value. You better keep an eye on this one. And next up, we actually have a card that's not Mewtwo, but it is a V-Star, and it is the Rainbow Dragonite Vista. There are a ton of Dragonite cards in this set, and with good reason. I mean, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of this rainbow. Really do. I haven't pulled it myself. I've pulled the full art. I've pulled the normal V-Star. We've pulled the normal V. We haven't yet got the rainbow, and the prices have been dropping ever since. $32 right now. Not too bad. Can I see it dropping less? I do. I kind of feel like it might settle around that 20 to 25 range. We'll have to wait and see. It is a rainbow. It is going to be tough to pull. But, not that Mewtwo though, is it? Not quite that Mewtwo. It'll be really interesting to see what happens with this card. But I do feel like it will kind of slip further and further down. But we'll have to wait and see. Then we can take a look at some of the other Radiant cards. Here we have the Radiant Blastoise. We have the Venusaur, which we'll take a look at in a minute. Now, compared to the Charizard, this is a lot cheaper. I kind of feel like I've pulled this one the most compared to all the other Radiants. And, we're looking at around, $12 or so, probably around $10 sooner or later. This may fall into the same category as Celebrations. Don't forget, remember in Celebrations, we had the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. And Charizard was very hard to pull, even though it's in the same slot. A lot more expensive. Blastoise was kind of like a dime a dozen. So was Venusaur. They both dropped in value. We see the same happen to these Radiant cards. Possibly. Charizard seems to be the hardest to pull in that slot. And I kind of feel like Blastoise is the most common, followed by Venusaur for me anyway. But I do feel like the Charizard does take the top spot there out of the Radiants in this set. This is a cool card nonetheless. I love the look of the Radiant cards. The shine on them is absolutely incredible. But I do feel like this card will drop below $10 sooner or later. And then we have the Radiant Venusaur. Now this is already at $10, and I do feel like, just like the Blastoise, that this will drop over time. I could probably see this card reaching probably around $5 to $8. I do feel like it will fall lower and lower. I love the look of this card, I really do, but it just doesn't hold that value. I really like the Blastoise and definitely not like the Charizard. It's a shame because I absolutely love the look of the Radiant Venusaur. And to finish it off, guys, we're going to talk about Ditto, okay? Now there is a subset in this set of Dittos that where you can peel them off, okay? It's like a little sticker of a different Pokemon of a reverse, and you can peel it and it can reveal a holo Ditto. Now, unlike the rest of the cards I've shown in this set, this card has gone up in value. Now, it is been from $4 and it is now doubled to over $8. And this is for a regular holo. That's crazy. This is the most expensive holo in the set. You've got to look out for those Dittos, guys. I think I've missed probably a few. You know, it's hard to spot. They are in, like, I believe it's like Spinarak, Bidoof, and a Numel. I think it's those three. It might be a fourth one, but I know it's in those three. It's in the reverse holo slot. You got to look for the little symbol in the bottom left. It will show a picture of a Ditto, and it means you could peel it off and reveal this awesome looking Ditto holo card. But unlike the rest of the cards in the set, this has jumped up. Will I see it rise even more? I think it could reach $10. I really do. For a holo, that's incredible. So you got to look out for those Dittos in that subset slot. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is the Pokemon Go market at the moment. What do I think? I think it's a good set, and I kind of feel like the prices will drop like with any set. But there are some cards, like that Ditto as an example, and a couple of the Mewtwo VStars, which are on the up climb, and I could see them rising a little bit more and more. We saw that with Astral Radiance. We saw some single cards kind of jump up in value all of a sudden because they're getting a little bit more harder to pull. This is a holiday set. There is no booster boxes or anything like that. Those ETBs or the supplemental products. This is a great set. I believe this is a good set. Fun to open, absolutely fantastic to open. But I feel like the prices will continue to fall, especially if we get reprints. But I think the future of this set, long term, will depend on how many times it'll be reprinted. Is it going to go the same route as Shining Fates, where even a year on, it's still getting reprints? Or is it going to go the route of celebrations, where a really big release straight off the bat, like this has, and it's going to dry out really quickly? Only time will tell. Anyway guys, if you made it this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content, and let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts on the market regarding Pokemon Go. You think some of these card prices will go up in time? You think that Mewtwo will no longer hold the top spot? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway guys, that is it from me in this video. As always, thank you all so much for watching. You guys are legends. I'll see you all in the next one.